What up, YouTube, YouTube?
What up, YouTube, YouTube?
There you go. So I just got back from a little hike. I think it'll be in a separate video. So if you haven't seen that one, check it out. We didn't really find too much. It was more just a hike expedition sort of thing. So I'm not all that satisfied. When I was on my way home, I took the scenic route, and there's some pretty beautiful beaches with some really cool rocks. So I thought to myself, maybe I'll pop in there and look for some cool rocks. So that's sort of what we're doing. The tide's pretty low, so sort of walking in that direction. Try and find the stuff that's been under the water. That's beautiful. Those are really pretty. Throw it in my pocket for now. Alright, so a little bit about the area that I'm in. I am north of Qualicum Beach. Qualicum is way at that point over there. These two are islands. The one on the right is Hornby Island. The one on the left, the little lighthouse, is Denman Island. Both really, really pretty this time of year. Any time of year, really. Just take the ferry to get over there. Hornby Island actually has some of the best fossils in the area, the whole entire area. They get like almost iridescent or like mother of pearly with like green and like blue, the shells on the fossils. It's really nice. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh. That's another nice one. It almost looks like there's still a sucker in there, so I'm gonna leave that one where I found it. And here's a piece of red jasper. Not a bad little chunk. But yeah, really nice beaches. This particular one's very rocky, so it could hurt your feet if you're trying to swim. But if you're looking for cool rocks, it's a great place to go. When the tide's up, it goes all the way. Then it's a bit easier to swim. When it's low, you gotta walk a ways to get to the water, and these barnacles don't feel so great if you got bare feet. But it's a great place to be. Lots of people come here for vacations and stuff. Folks retire here and whatnot. I was just lucky enough to have been born here. You also have a chance of finding some nice flower stone here. But I find the flower stone's a little harder to come by. That just means I get more excited when I do find it. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna keep looking for some cool rocks. So I'll see you in a little bit. That's a pretty cool rock. There you go. And some bull kelp. I wonder if it will pop. No, it's already broken. The heads of these guys, it's full of gas, so like they use it to float. Sometimes when you find them, they pop real loud. And the little guy. This one's old and weathered and beat up. I'll leave it on the rock. Little piece of dalasite there. Not the best, but something. That's a pretty decent piece of dalasite. It's not a bad piece, eh? What's nice about these rockier beaches is that when the tide goes down, all of these rocks are absorbing a lot of heat from the sun throughout the whole day. And then when the tide comes in, because it can come in pretty quickly, the tide comes in and the rocks actually warm the water up. Because this is the ocean. It's the Strait of Georgia. It's a strait because we are on an island, but it is the ocean. On the east, we're on the east coast of the island. On the east coast of the island, the water is warmer because it's shallower. On the west coast, you know, people surf and stuff because, ooh, would you look at that? Hello, lovely. We've been out there for a while. Look at that rust. But where was I? Oh yeah, people do. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting so distracted. We've got flower stone, baby. Anyways, so people do surf on the other side of the island because the waters do get pretty wild. There's like Tofino and whatnot, really big waves, great for surfing, but you gotta wear a wetsuit because the water is very cold. I managed to finish saying that without getting distracted by this big piece of red jasper right here. Let's see. Wow. Look at that. Lovely piece of red jasper. Get the barnacles off. Yeah, I might keep that. It's a cutie. But yeah, so that is a kind of cool bit. Like it can be difficult walking out, but once the water's up, there's not very many barnacles up there. And the water will be nice and warm. Not super deep, but nice and warm. For people who don't really like cold. That's a cool little piece of red jasper with a whole bunch of other stuff in it too. I like that guy. Going in the pocket. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do in the rainy season, which in the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast, I mean, if we're being honest, that's most of the year, is the rainy season. That looks pretty cool, eh? Might keep that. But yeah, during the rainy season, what I like to do is come out here actually, because the rivers are way too high to really be safely hiking on them, so that's out of the question. Ooh, baby. Nice. Very nice. Look at those feldspar crystals. That's going in the bag. But as I was saying, the rivers aren't very safe in the rainy season. What I do like to do is come out here with the light rain. All of the rocks are nice and wet. It's really easy to see the nice ones. And you just sort of like walk. You walk and walk and walk. Cruise and look for cool rocks. And it's honestly the best. It's one of my favorite things to do. That time of year, at least. Well, that was fun. Short and sweet and put away neat. Nice end to a nice day. Did a lot of hiking earlier. Far more than I anticipated when I woke up this morning. But I wasn't satisfied and I thought I'd pop down to the beach. So this is our little beach excursion. Of course, got the drone shots. Got some close-ups too. So yeah, it's a pretty good day. I hope you guys enjoyed. You have a good one.